Peace and grace, Kinfolk. Welcome to another episode of the Black Owned Podcast. I am your host, the main man with the game plan. The game plan ain't the same plan. I've been a major figure since baby pictures. Janice's oldest boy, Sensei, is at your service. And I got my co-host with me.
Hey y'all, this Peaches. Yo. Y'all know where I'm here.
What's cracking, capping? Little housekeeping before we get started. Please like and share this live. Please like us on IG and subscribe on YouTube. We up to almost 600 followers total, and that YouTube does not reflect that. So please, if you get a chance, take it on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe and notification button for me. Got a little bit to talk about today. The inauguration went down yesterday. We finally rid of number 45. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Done with 45. Yes. Let's move past that. However, few parting shots before he left. In the way of his pardons. We'll get into that a little bit later. But right now we're gonna move it on over to Peaches and Peaches Picks.
Hello, y'all. Of course, y'all know I am going to talk about the inauguration, but not what y'all think I'm talking about, because that's there. Buddy still owe me about $2 billion. So, we'll see what we see when it hit my bank account. No, I'm just playing. But what what I saw and I noticed was the way them girls had them pieces on, baby. They came to serve. Everybody was classy. You didn't see logo inside. It was no Gucci, no Fendi, no Prada, no any of that. But they was classy. They was serving and they stood up. And that's the way I'm moving now. Like, if you guys notice, like I'm gonna carry a bag, but the rest of that stuff is a waste of money to me. We're here to network and grow and build Black businesses.
Hey, since you're talking about it, did you see Michelle?
Yeah,
Michelle's still bad, boy.
Yeah, she served. She killed all of them.
Yeah.
Like, when you line them up, but Trump wife.
She was looking royal out that mug.
Yeah, Trump wife put them pieces on too. That white with that
she just ain't got no body though.
Yeah, just it's just sitting on a sack of bones. That was what I wanted to talk about, that, just the pieces, the pearls, the camaraderie. You guys know I'm all about female empowerment. I like the way they represented for us as a people, as a Black community, and for us as women. We the future, y'all.
Speaking of women, did you hear the poet?
Yes, 2-year-old.
Yeah, she killed that.
Yes,
she killed that. That was dope.
Yeah.
And she's special needs. I didn't know that. I think they might have mentioned it, but they said she's special needs.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither.
Speaking of special needs, Trump pardoned your boy Kodak Black.
Yeah, and your boy Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
Lil Wayne. Hey, you know what? Before we even start that, if it's somebody who you think Trump should have pardoned that he didn't, go ahead and put it in the chat. Let us see what everybody think about.
Yeah, but he pardoned them. Like, this man got a hidden agenda. I told y'all. I keep telling y'all that man ain't no fool.
Hey,
he ain't no fool.
Hey, Mel Wall said he got a paycheck for them pardons.
He said that girl ain't no special needs.
That's what they said. They said she was special needs, bro.
What she suffering from?
I don't know.
Yeah, she is special. She Black, but I'm
with that. I'll go with it.
Yeah, but I just was looking at that. And your boy Kwame Kiltpatrick.
Hey! Before you roll into Kwame though, but other people, he pardoned total of 73 people.
140 now.
It's 140.
Yes, he pardoned.
So one of them was Steve Bannon. You remember his boy Steve Bannon?
Mm-mm.
Steve Bannon was the open racist who he had in his as like his speaker or something or whatever.
Who is D Money?
I don't know who D Money is. I don't know who D Money is, but free the
Oh,
guy.
if you talking about my brother, you
Hey, if he say free D Money, free him. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I guess so he is the former chief of staff, the former chief strategist
Oh yeah.
that was in charge in his final in 2016
Yeah.
when he was leading the campaign and all that, and he was indicted for money laundering conspiracy and all of that. That's Steve Bannon. He pardoned him. And his last pardon was to a what is his name? Panillo. No, Albert Pirro, which is the guy that you was talking about when we spoke earlier, the ex-husband of the Fox News host. Right. Yeah, that was his last pardon before he left office.
He has an agenda. You know, them little black people that he pardoned, that was just a sprinkle, you know, so you can't call him racist after he's already showed that he was. He got friends that's black, you know, so that's what it was. It was cute though.
And let me let y'all know about with the pardon too. With the pardon, but that doesn't expunge your record. That conviction is still there. And it had to be a federal offense. I hear a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, calling out some names, but the names were not federal offenses. So if it's not a federal offense, they're not even eligible to be pardoned. So some names that I've seen thrown out over the internet for the last couple of days, those people, if they're in a state prison, then they're not eligible for the for a pardon. They had to have committed a federal offense. So you know, so I have seen a lot of people see murder. You know, see murder is in a state prison, so he can't be pardoned federally. So
that goes along the lines of what we was talking about with the crime bill of 94 and how a lot of people aren't eligible, even if the federal government does change the laws, they are under state jurisdiction. So unless they adopt those very laws and add to them, because you can add to, but you can't take away, then they're not going to be pardoned. They're not going to be forgiven. They're not going to get a reduction in sentence. You know, it's pretty much you have to rebuild the prison system and the laws from the ground up. But we're doing a top level down situation, so it's not going to help us as a black people.
Right.
You know, it's the black community. A lot. We have only 10% of the prison sector is federal. So the rest of the other 90% is state, and 50% of those are minorities or people of color. So something to think about when we pushing it, talking about what Joe doing. Like, Joe, let's get these local politicians, these state ones, these Kwame Kiltpatricks. To kick back to the hood like he was. The hood. We gonna talk about it.
Talk about it. Yeah, Kev. A lot of people didn't know that, Kev, and that's why they were kind of hollering those names out, man. It's got to be a federal offense. Doesn't expunge your record. All it does is just shorten your time and have you released immediately. Kwame is home. He was home 2 days ago. So let's talk about him.
Well, as a backstory, you know, it's near and dear to me because I'm a Midwest girl, Cleveland. He was the Democratic state representative from 1997 to 2002. And then after that, from 2002 to 2008, he was the mayor of Detroit. Initially, he was sentenced to perjury and obstruction of justice back in September of 2008. And he was sentenced for 4 months. He did 99 days and was put on probation. You know, he was a habitual offender. You know, so ultimately, I really don't have the data. Sincere might have it. You know, he was convicted. He had 24 convictions.
24.
24, and he still owed the IRS $195,000, and he owes the state of Detroit $1.5 million. When he got out, guess where he went?
Where?
To the A. He didn't even go back to the D. You know that's a ghost town. You know, they ain't probably not here. Of course, y'all know it's chief initiation time. So,
and he might have because now his original what he owed the state was $9 million.
Yeah,
he originally owed that. Yeah, he originally owed him $9 million. Now keep in mind, he won his mayorship very young, 31 years old in 2001. is when he older. They called him the hip hop mayor, referred to him as the hip hop mayor. And he was reelected.
Yeah.
So it's not like he wasn't a one-term guy. He was reelected in 2005. His mother and father had a history of being involved in politics, so he was already kind of familiar with what goes on in politics. As you said, he was in the state house very early in his 20s. He was already working in the state house, but he did some things. Of course, he was convicted of some.
But receiving kickbacks. He was receiving kickbacks, cash from city contractors, and the thing that they're trying to say is that the city was going downhill. However, what they didn't tell y'all is he was keeping it in the family. Like, he was kicking back, and he was putting kickbacks, but he was putting his people on. So that's why, we want to coin the phrase the Black Robin Hood, the Robin Hood of the hood. That's what I'm telling about it, But that's again, like I say, if we want to induce change, we need to build these leaders. His mom and dad built the leaders. Unfortunately, he was a little corrupt. But it starts in our house. Everybody want to keep focusing on these large elections, but we're not focusing on the ones that's actually inflicting the change in our neighborhoods. And until we do that, and we stop picking on kids for being smart, we're not gonna have that change. It's always gonna be a barrier or a difference, or your kid think you better than this one just because you're not raising them up as hood. And you can have a little street sense, but you better get them books because that's what's finna pay you. You keep street smiths. Well, I can't even say that because I know them 6 dudes or whatever from Cleveland. They done figured out this real estate market and stuff, and they and they doing it. But it wasn't the streets. They educated themselves or whatever. They took what they had and started building back up. Capitalized off of it. And and now here we go. We have a guest today. Her name is Chanel Love. She's the CEO of Comforting Hearts. And right now, the medical field is booming, and she's definitely here to contribute, and I can't wait to see what she's going. She's young, she's beautiful, she does that, and she even cooks, guys. So, furthermore, I'm going to introduce Chanel Love and let her talk to you about her business and what inspired her.
Hi, you guys. Well, my name is Chantel or Chanel.
My bad.
No, it's okay. Or Chanel. I am the CEO of Comforting Hearts LLC. I became the CEO actually this year. It was actually under somebody else. My partner prefers to remain silent for right now. But basically, Comforting Hearts is just a home care agency. We're out here to take care of the elderly, the young, the babies, whoever need help. I love taking care of people. I've been doing this.
Again, one thing I love is that, we're able to find people, Black owned businesses in so many different industries. And how did you get started here? And I also heard you say that you just became the CEO. So how did that transaction take place as well?
Well, I've been doing home care. I started off as a home health aide.
Right.
I worked my way at the bottom, minimum wage, all the way up into the top. Like, I came across my partner who had been doing this for a while himself. And I just had basically been talking to him about, like, I wanted to start my own. Can you show me how to do it? And he was like, hey, I have a better opportunity to present you than you starting your own and having to go through the whole entire ropes. Mine is up and running, but I want to take a step back. So with him taking a step back, I took a step up.
Okay. All right. And how long has the business been in business?
It's actually been in business since 2019.
Okay, so close to 2 years.
Yes.
So what does it entail? Do you guys go out to homes, or do you have an office, or any of that?
I have an office which is located on 185th and Euclid. Basically, we just find aides to go out to people's homes and to care for their clients, the consumers. They can age anywhere from babies to elderly. So it all depends on the nature of the client or the consumer, I should say.
Are you guys hiring?
Yes, we are.
What are you looking for?
I'm actually looking for home health aides and STNAs.
If someone wants to join your establishment or become an employee of yours and they lack the necessary skills, i.e. they need their certification or they need their basic life support cert, they need their TB shots, do you have any places that you guys prefer them go to get that where they can get it with a quick turnaround?
Well, since a lot has changed in the home care field, now as how can I say this? Since a lot has changed with home care, you don't have to be certified anymore. All you need is a year worth of experience of working with elderly people.
Get out of here.
Yes. But
Okay.
me personally, per se, I prefer for you to be certified because I know you went through the proper steps of being trained and you understand the whole nature and the background of actually caring for people.
What's the what are some of the services that you guys offer? Because usually when I hear home care, I automatically think about, elderly people. But I heard you say that you would also, care for infant children, I guess, as well.
Yes. It, like I said before, it all just depends on like the situation or with the client themselves. So when I first started out with it, my first client she was 8 years old and she had cerebral palsy.
Okay.
So it just all depends on like the condition or the nature of their health, I should say.
Mm.
And so me personally, I try to match people up with
Okay.
location and um would this person work well with this client.
Mm.
So I don't, if I know I have a client that is off the wall and she can't handle a sweet person walking into this lady home is not going to be able to handle her, especially if she's just mean, rude. You have to find somebody to put in there with tough skin. And
Okay.
they tend to mash very well. Someone with tough skin and someone that is just evil, they just let it roll right off.
Mm.
But just letting people walk in blindsided, no, I don't allow that.
How do you vet them?
Can you repeat that?
How do you vet them? You say you match them up. How do you know who's a good fit?
Well, I tend to spend a lot. Like right now, I still work for a home care agency, so I know my clients very well. I take the time out to talk to them, to go visit with them, and I get a feel for them. I've even worked in a client's home where she'll be like, "Oh, I don't want to see my aide for this week," and so I'll be like, "Hey, I'll come out and I'll service you," and that lets me get a feel for them to see,
Mm.
like, okay, maybe you don't like your aide because you're saying this or you're saying that. So it's just like I try to just get a feel for everybody.
And
Okay. I'm gonna get in your business. How do we get paid? Do you take like insurance, or do they have to pay you directly? How does that work?
Insurance or private pay. I do
Okay.
both.
Either one is all right.
Yes.
All right. If I want to use your services, I got an elderly parent or a grandmother or whatever. How I get in contact with you?
I have a phone number that I can leave on the website or I can give out loud right now, whichever is preferred. But I always tell the family members or the client himself, get in contact with the case manager.
Mm.
Tell the case manager that you have found an agency that you love and or that you like, that you want to give a tryout. And then from there, the case managers will reach out to me or whoever is the person next in charge to speak with, and then they'll ask all the necessary information that they'll need, and they'll start emailing over their authorizations. And attached to the authorization is like detailed messages of like their personal information, their health, or what this person is like. So or you got some case managers who will not they'll just send over the information, the client's first and last name, phone number, and won't tell you absolutely nothing about this client. So, so it's a toss up with it, but it's all worth it.
Okay. Anything else, Watcher?
Another thing she's good at is sweets and treats. So, that's another one of her
Businesses.
Yes, I was gonna call it. She's like a business mogul. So
like
if you ever have something, the banana pudding, the strawberry shortcake, cheesecakes. She's a sweet fanatic, and she's really good. The presentation is good, and it's being that she has a business starting up off the ground, it'd probably be a little stagnant, but just follow her. And that one is what is it? Sue Treats.
It's Treats by Sue.
Treats by Sue.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna go into our next topic. Okay, that was the Black Business of the Week.
Hold on, we got a shout out for one of our loyal followers. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna let him do that. Then we'll come right back with it.
Okay.
Hey, this is Hugo Gray of Hugo Gray Photography out of LA. You rocking with the best, Sincere and Peaches. What up? Black Owned Podcast. Ha!
Yeah.
Good, sir. I'm talking about love those. As a matter of fact, we need some more. So, if y'all want to send one of those to us, y'all can email us at the email address that's right here. If you own a Black business and you want to have us spotlight your business here on the show, also send us an email to that address, and we'll be happy to do that. All right.
Let's network. Let's build a brand. And when we're building this brand, let's branch out and build each other. We can feed each other and, be the Black America that we are striving to be.
Indeed.
Set the example. But
what we rocking with now?
Oh, we need to get on this topic of the head of the household.
Yeah, let's do that. Whose house? Runs house.
Whatever. Run. Nah, I'm just playing. But a few weeks ago, maybe last week, Sincere sent me a post from a female, and it was stating something to the fact that she doesn't believe in
Here it is.
It's going to be the head of the household, and she's not going to teach that to her children.
This is the post. She strongly rejects the idea that the man is the head of the house, and is not a concept I'm going to teach my children nor abide by.
What that boy say? Oh, you gonna die alone.
Oh man.
What's his name? Your boy.
Yeah, Kevin Samuels.
Oh, yeah.
He says she's gonna die alone. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that?
I feel like she's coming from a place of hurt. She got some issues, some daddy issues, some boyfriend issues, or something where she feels like a man isn't sufficient enough to lead a household.
Yeah.
But then again, you got to look at it like, what type of man did you entertaining?
Facts. That's always the first question I ask. You know what I mean? First of all, my thing was, when I first heard it, I thought this: you name me anything, a company, a organization, a church, anything that doesn't have some type of pecking order, some type of structure as to who is in charge and down.
She ain't no pecking order. It's her and down.
There's nothing that works without some type of order. You know what I mean? This independent women I don't have a problem with you being independent, but if you so independent where you think like a man is not supposed to run the house, or you're not going to allow a man to run the house, I want to know what type of man you're going to have. Seriously, like what type of dude you going to actually kick it with that's just going to be cool with you just running the house.
First of all, you don't get to run the house by default.
That's
yeah, we ain't about to be meeting. We go kicking a couple of times. You now you in here talking about some ashtray, bitch. That's not gonna happen. It's when you think of this pecking order, of course, I love my black man, and I love a strong one that has that ability to lead from the front.
Right.
But all of y'all don't got that. Y'all ain't built like that. It's not in your DNA.
True.
I'm not going to say that all of us are. I am. You know what I'm saying? But hey, so Damon said gender roles have changed drastically, but she needs to check the men around her. I agree. Men are much more comfortable with sitting at home these days because I'm not about to sit at the house and just nah. It's memes about getting men PS5s so he can sit at the house. Because some women, like you saying, it's cool with saying, okay, let me get this boy this PS5. He gonna be at the house. I ain't gotta worry about where he at, what he doing, and all this other kind of stuff like that because I got another son at the house playing this PS5.
Okay, you said son. So what you thinking?
I'm just saying, if you taking care of him like a son, then that's what he is. I mean,
she might as well follow him on her taxes. That's
facts.
From the sounds of the post, she might sound a little bitter, or she is not used to having a strong man step up to the plate. So she's probably used to dealing with little boys that like to sit in the house and do absolutely nothing. So
I tell you, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Maybe she do need to check the men around her, and maybe even also check some of her. She should check her whole circle around her because her friends, her family, whoever calls themselves being there for her should not want her to even think in this certain type of matter. Like somebody should be there motivating her, of telling her like, hey, you deserve better than what you're receiving.
Indeed.
Okay, Claudia has a good point. She says, even though I believe in equality when it comes to running the home, I still consider a man the head of the household, even if my salary is larger than his. Now, on the flip side, the man has to be strong and be able to handle that responsibility. Not all men are going to make the cut. And that's where we go with us successful women, finding a man that's secure enough in himself not to be the breadwinner and still lead the house, or have that the ability to lead knowing that he's not going to contribute. But in my house, if you're not the breadwinner, if I'm busting my behind, if I'm in school full time, I'm taking care of these kids, I'm getting a business off the ground, I'm go to work full time, and I come home and shit, motherfuckers, goddamn dishes and shit need to be washed. You gotta bring it up, And I don't within my house, of course I wanted I'm not top 10%. I'm in the top 15. I did the math. Top 10% is 157,000 and up. And for Texas, it's 232,000. I bet y'all didn't know that.
I bet I did.
The top 10%, you have to be that earner or whatever. So I'm not in the top 10%, but I'm in the top 15. And either you're gonna accept this challenge and understand what you're dealing with coming into this. I'm not going to emasculate you or whatever, but you got to understand that, finances aren't everything, but it's a lot. Motherfuckers get divorced over finances. We don't have it. Go ahead.
See, the thing that I understand all of that, you know what I mean? And I don't find too much to disagree with there, either or with what Claudia is saying. Where it becomes an issue is because of what she said. When the post that I put up said that she's going to be teaching her kids that as well. And that's what I think. That's what I think we've fallen off, the wagon at. Women are dying earlier than they're supposed to. You know why? Because women want to do what men supposed to do. You know what I mean? When I come and sit at my computer, guess what's sitting here waiting on me? Bills that she's gotten and sat them bills right here. Here you go, player.
Okay, yeah, they're supposed to be.
Facts. So you should have. Those are one of the things that you shouldn't have to work. I don't let my daughter take trash out. Certain things I don't let her do. You know what I'm saying? I don't have my wife bring groceries in. I don't have my daughter help bring groceries in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that is reserved. I got dudes in this house, and we the ones that's going, you know what I'm saying, take care of that. But that all of those things kind of fall into the same line. But women got to realize that you putting yourself in a bad position, especially when, you know what I'm saying, when the research says that you're dying earlier because you're so independent. Don't put yourself in that position.
I need to make something. See, my uncle's on here, that G-Man on 112. He says, when the man play Mr. Mom, lots of women take advantage of that shit.
Facts.
Okay.
They do.
What man want to play Mr. Mom? You know, a man want to play Mr. Mom, you got to understand what come with that. You know, you guys was considered the head of the household because y'all did two things: protect and provide. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't have a problem with a man staying home or not making what I make. But what I have a problem is when he not making what I make, he's sitting at home, but he's not picking up the slack as if I was there. You know, it should be, if the gender roles are going to be reversed and you going to sit on your ass, you when I get home, the dishes, I don't have this problem now. You know, my guy work, but I'm saying, but the dishes need to be clean. The goddamn, the clothes need to be washed, and there need to be some food cooking. It need to smell good in this motherfucker.
I ain't washing no clothes.
We know, and I don't like to fold them. So he
I fold. That's what we agree on. She wash, I fold. If she cook, I will wash the dishes. I don't have an issue. It's a thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's a give and take. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. But when it comes to those things, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you speaking from the top 10%. You speaking from the top 10%.
Right.
You can't speak for everybody else.
Okay.
You like, what's your people's name?
you gonna bring them up, huh?
Yeah.
Kevin Samuels.
Okay. Yeah. And speaking of that and the gender roles and stuff in the house, you know, how do you feel about blended families? Do you feel like women are at a disadvantage when we come in a relationship with children?
How old are you? How old are we when we come into the relationship with children?
I mean, it shouldn't matter. Say, for instance, say if they 30, whether they 30 or whether they 40, you know.
I think it's a disadvantage. Especially if I don't have any kids. If I don't have any kids, then it's going to be a disadvantage. Because maybe I don't want to deal with a woman who has kids.
Okay, so my thing with that is, why even talk to a woman that has kids? Why even with women, why even talk to a man that has children?
So here's the thing. Okay, so here's how. So this conversation is coming about because of Kevin Samuels, right? So he's made this whole high value man. It's out of control now. I've never even heard of a high value man before this man blew up and with the YouTube clip or what have you. You know what I mean? But I actually did go to see what he considers to be a high value man, what his definition is. And even the people in the top 10% don't meet that criteria. Right? So, I mean, people get on him for what he says about high value men, but you just take him at his word. I think about things, and you know what I'm saying? I'm in my 40s. I know what life has to offer you at, you know what I'm saying, up to this point at least. And really think about, if a man chose his career so that he could get to that point where he's the top 1 to 3%, what are the chances that he has children? Slim to none, right? But that's the decision. But that's a decision that he made, right?
We talk about this, and these men will put this whole title on this high value man, and I'm not doing this, I don't have that, or I'm not going through that, and then you see his baby mama, like, what the fuck? You know, like, who let her in the back door? Somebody, we need some answers. You know, they'll have that, and men will come into the situation with children, with a baby mama, with some BS behind that, and they'll come in the house and see us, and we're not good enough, you know. But you left this woman, you have a whole kid with a baby mama, and y'all go on to say, like Kevin Samuels says, well, if she already has 2 children, and I come in and we have 2 more, we have to there's going to be two sets of disciplines in the house because a female's not going to let you discipline their child like they need to. You're not.
We're not going to be together.
Well, my thing is this, my kids, they get beat up once or twice a year. But it can be a calibration tool, because they're not used to getting popped. They don't get, I kind of get them their rope. They get good grades, this, but the mouth. And I got 2 girls. So every now and again, I have to sting them in the neck.
So let's ask. So Chantel, do you have any children?
No, I do not have children.
Okay, and so what's the line when it comes to you dealing with a man and he has children already, multiple, at least 2 children, and I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say that both of those children come from one woman?
That's a tough question. I have dealt with people who have had that have children. The discipline role is not my role to play in a child's life, especially if I'm not married to you, but I don't do the disrespect. Yeah. So I let everybody know right off the back of like, hey, check yourself real quick. But as far as me whooping you or popping you or telling you like, this is what, at my house, you follow my rules. If not, you don't have to come over. You can visit your dad elsewhere.
Right.
But then you're
not totally against dating somebody who already has a child.
I'm not against dating anyone that has a child. I love children.
Right.
So if I want to be part of your life, I know that I have to be part of your children's life or your child's life in order to deal with
his baby mama too. You are part of her life too.
And the baby mama. But it depends on the situation, because you got some baby mamas out here that's real cool. Then you got some baby mamas that's just fucking ape shit crazy. Just
right.
It's a
just because
that. It's right. So it's like it depends on the person. If you can deal with the baby mama drama or you can't. Me, on the other hand, I cannot deal with the baby mama drama. So
what type of man you looking at right now? You know what I'm saying? What type of man? Are you trying to get you a high value? You trying to get you one of them 1 to 3% dudes?
I would love to have a 1 to 3% dude.
Of course you would love to, but you know what I'm saying? Is that all you looking for?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not. I'm currently actually talking to someone that has children, and he plays a major role in his stepchild. Like, even though him and the baby mom is not together, she had children before him. He still plays a major role in their life. And I respect that. And she's cool. Like, everybody's cool across the board. It's no disrespect. So it's like, this is walking into something that's just like easy breezy. The kids are manageable. He's good. The baby mama's good. So we all good. But when it comes down
and these kids are not his?
2 of them are not his.
Okay, so I have a question, and there goes the problem right there.
Right.
Why men, he said, don't want to date women with other children, because you come in this woman's life and you're there for a couple years, 3, 4, 5 years. You're the parent in this. The stuff doesn't work out between you and the kid's mom. Now you in a situation where, of course, you can get your child. Of course, if you can't, you can go to court. You got rights to that. But you could have been this kid's life since it was a newborn. But because this woman is mad, they snatched that from a man. So, of course, they're going to be a little guarded when they come into a relationship with someone with kids,
Mm-hmm.
But me, I can relate to myself. I try not to, put myself to this. I'm not that baby mama. Like, I'm not the one that's about to be playing on your phone. I'm not about to be arguing with your girl. Me and you not having sex. So me and you don't got no dispute unless you're not doing right by my children, and right. Some men take advantage of that. Like, if they know, oh, she, me, I throw whole niggas away. So if I've never been left. Let me put that out there. I've been cheated on. Who hasn't? But I ain't never been left. But you know, men be butthurt about that, and it takes them years to get over that. You know, so they'll you guys have a problem like playing with the kids to try to get a reaction out of me, because I don't care who you messing with. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you provided. You know,
who's playing with the kids?
I'm not gonna say. You know that
Okay, all right.
It's like baby mamas use the kids as leverage. Men do the same thing.
Sure.
And like Damon says, step parenting is crazy when it comes to discipline.
Right.
People who discipline kids that aren't theirs don't share the same remorse as they would if the kid was biologically theirs. However, I do believe how a man/woman take care of their kids, they will take care of yours the same way. If the dude barely see his kids under his own effort, you know, what kind of relationship do you think he would share with your own? True. You hit the nail on the head. It's so
like these things kind of depend on the situation so often. I did when I met Kia the day Isaiah turned 5. So biologically, he is not mine. Now, keep in mind, me and Kia have been together, of course, you know, for 20 years. So I mean, we got time under our belt. But one of the things that we talked about initially when we decided that, you know, we were going to like make things official with us as a couple was how it's going to go when I'm around Zay, because I'm not going to be around the child and not discipline them. It's not going to happen. However, you don't have to put your hands on a child to discipline.
Don't put your hands on my kids.
You don't have to put your hands on a child to discipline them. Now, here's where the difference lies, is that his biological is nowhere around. He's not involved at all. He is completely out of the picture by his own choice, right? That gives me a little more leeway, right? Now, if it was different, then there's a conversation I think that needs to be had. If it was me, you know what I'm saying? Because I would say I need to talk to homie, because if you're gonna be in the same house as my child on a daily basis, we need to have a clear understanding. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna come at you like, yo, don't be putting your hands on my. I'm gonna just be like, yo, son, I believe in discipline, right? We need to be on the same team, and we need to be disciplining accordingly. You know what I'm saying? So that there's never a difference.
That's that ego shit or whatever. That's where
most of the time the ego gonna be the dude who. Most of the time the ego is gonna come from the other cat. If you messing with my baby mama, and then I come and be like, yo, this is how it's going. You know what I'm saying? Like this how it is. You know, usually that dude is going. He's the one be the one with the ego. Wow, isn't it? You can't tell me how to. Yes, I can.
No, it's an ego thing. First of all, you got to realize one thing. Your baby mama probably love them kids as much as you. Number two, she's not gonna have nobody around your kids that she feel gonna be a danger to them. If you got the right type of baby mama, I ain't talking about yours. We ain't talking about yours, but I'm talking about like me. Like, you know, my guy, he can discipline my kids. You know, he's not gonna put his hands on them. He don't need you to come and insert that, you know, because the type of men I deal with, you guys know, I don't like no Rudy Poo ass.
No, I don't give a damn if you was the best mother on the planet. If these are my kids, I'm going to come talk to homie, because I don't want it to ever be he never said nothing, blah blah blah. You need to know exactly what I'm saying.
You know, it's law. You know, that's just like me. My kids, you know, first of all, I can speak to this. My kids don't need a daddy. I'm not in a relationship looking for somebody to be my kid's dad. Their dads are very active.
Facts.
You know, that's stamped. You know, we that's not a problem. You know, however, as a father, a figure in this house, you know, he's going to discipline them. He's going to say, hey, Karen, get up and come take this trash out. If he go to sleep and the trash not done. That's sad. Number two, you know, that goes with the type of women that y'all choose to lay down, because we already know it's law. Don't put your motherfucking hands on my fucking kids. Right. You know, if you got an issue where you feel like you can't you're angry and you're mad, you need to go take a drive, go get some air, go do something. But what you're not gonna do is chastise my child, especially if me and you beefing and I feel like you want some trash because you mad at me. Don't say nothing to my motherfucking kids, you know.
Yeah, but see, no, you can't do that either. Because if me and you beefing and then little buddy act crazy and then I say something to him and you come like, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about out of ordinary. You know, you it's got a line. If it's some other shit, like, you know, if you mad and you got an attitude about some shit, kid come and say something to you and you snap at her, you got to go back later and apologize. Oh, my bad, babe. You know, it wasn't about you. You know, you died this and this.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So when you got a kid in that and they see that, oh, this nigga mad. I'm about to let me go on in my room. You know, that should never be an issue. Look.
With that being said, how can I put this? My mom going into a relationship with my stepdad, it was just me and my sister in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Then eventually my siblings came along. The form of discipline was they had an agreement, both of my parents across the board. Hey, you're just not going to hit my children. But when it comes down to you saying something to them, sure, be my guest. You can open up your mouth and say something, but like you said, don't chastise my child. And it also depends on what type of man that you bring around your children or the type of man that you lay down with yourself. That if you know this man, every time y'all get into it, he got something messed up or negative or fucked up to say to your kids, you don't need that type of man around you.
Facts.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that, but I don't have to put up with it, period. And this is where we go
but
with that 10%, you know. Y'all, when y'all not like he pay the bills. I'm not paying no fucking bill. If it come in here, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I might get it out the mailbox, but that's all I'm touching. You know, I'm the transporter. Call me UPS because that's all I got for you. Mm-hmm. You know, but you guys set yourself up to go through this stuff, not you. Because y'all okay with sitting at the house. Y'all okay with being Dr. Mom, Mr. Doubtfire. You know, they take care of shit like that, you know, but you still want the big piece of chicken.
Right. You got to check out who you dealing with too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If a dude is cool with being at the crib and just like, I mean, you know, I don't care how much money you make, and I don't care what any other part of the relationship is like. If he himself is cool, a man who lacks ambition ain't a man. Period. You know what I'm saying? And if you cool with that, then you know what I'm saying, then you the problem, really. Not Buddy. He just taking advantage of what you're doing.
The situation that you allow. Yeah.
That's why it depends. You have to know what type of man you bring around you, and then yourself as a woman, you should know what type of man you even want around you. Especially, it burns me up to see women who have little girls and they be so big on this is the type of man I want, or this is what I want, and they bring this man around them that ain't nothing that they want.
Yeah,
it's like you're telling your children that it's okay to be with a man like this,
right? Because kids learn. They learn 20% of what you say, 80% of what you do.
Okay, but there we go back to that. I'm not gonna teach her. Show them that, you know, the man is not the breadwinner. You know, I was speaking to my best friend Antoine yesterday about this same situation, and I was saying that, you know, the gender roles are like it is because way back when, you know, the woman stayed home. She washed, she got the kids ready, she took care of everything, she cooked. You know, he came home, she fixed his plate. Guess what? He paid the cost to be the boss. You know, now that we've like leveled the playing field and even some of us have surpassed it, men don't want to relinquish that role. I think that if you have the drive to do something, you find your niche and you do it. You get out there and get it. You know, you don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be in the top 10%, but you gotta know how to get out there and get what you need, and don't blame everybody else. Because once we start allowing a man to come in, ain't never had shit of his own. He done went from his mama house to somebody else's house to your house. You know,
right?
You're not doing nothing but enabling him. You got another child, like. and this is who you're teaching your kids that they should be like. Get them up out of there.
Right. And we gotta like understand gender roles aren't, you know what I'm saying, just like choices that we make as men and women. It's intrinsic. Like women are natural. You are born caretakers.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And we are born to hunt. You know what I'm saying? To provide and protect. So
what happened?
We gotta
stop hunting. It's
no, hey, don't get me started. We'll save that for another show. We'll save that for another show. But hey, I like this comment that I want to read to y'all. It's from Claudia. She said there are different forms of discipline, such as electronic privileges being withheld. Rule number 1: I can't do baby mama or baby daddy drama. And I definitely, you know what I'm saying, can understand that. But as it goes with everything else, it's got to be it has to be clear communication between you and your said other person. You know what I mean? There has to be some clear communication there, especially when we're talking about, you know, raising other people's children. Or who is that head of or who is that head of household? Because I mean, my thing is, I remember a long time ago I had a conversation. Me and Kia had a conversation, and she said the one thing that she enjoys is that no matter what, I can move around the room. It doesn't matter who's in the room. You know what I mean? We could be in the hood. You know what I mean? Or we could be at a you know, black tie event full of executives, and I still can handle myself in either room. And I think that as long as
Navy shit, we was built for that. They up a little bit, you know. I go from girl, fuck you to oh my god, how you doing? You know, like immediately, like you know,
no doubt.
Keep out of there like mask off. You know, like,
you hear me? You hear me? Yeah. Hey, Lamar said boundaries need to be set in blended families. Indeed, you know what I mean. But those boundaries need to be identified and recognized by both. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? We keep saying both, but there's a third person involved. And so all three need to understand, you know what I'm saying, what those boundaries are. What about so how does baby mama drama? Is that gonna I'm gonna ask and tell because she out here in these streets right now. How bad baby mama drama is gonna affect you going forward with and we're gonna say he's a good man or whatever, but he has the baby mama drama is consistent.
That's a deal breaker for me. If I gotta deal baby mama drama, if you got it, I feel like you're sleeping with the mother of your child. Simple as that. Y'all still sleeping around. There's no way on God's green earth why y'all should still be battling, going back and forth. If it's not about your child, why are we even having a conversation or a discussion about anything? Why does it matter that this is my girlfriend, this is my woman, and I want my child to be around her? What that has nothing. What I do with my child outside of you is my business.
Right. I have to interject though.
That baby mama drama, it stems from. Well, my baby mama drama is always stemming from they still sleeping with their baby mamas. I've never had
doing that. I have issues, but I don't have that one.
A man and a woman was going back and forth and having drama with each other because of the child. It was always because of you doing this and you still sleeping with me or this and that. I can't deal with it. And then I just feel like a woman who even sticks around and deals with that, baby, you don't know your self-worth. And I was there and I couldn't get it right and couldn't figure it out for a long time as to why I just kept sticking around dealing with this whole baby mama drama, you and all your nonsense. And I had to take a bigger picture at myself, like, you want so much more and that's not what he offering you.
Okay, so I got to talk about, you know, the problem with me, like that I go through with the baby mama drama is the fact that he slid, you know. Now, the key to being in a successful relationship with someone with a baby mama that you can't be shitting on her. If you like, oh, you know, if you some Rudy Poo ass female that ain't got nothing going for yourself, can't dress, ain't doing this and that. Oh, they don't care. You know, they screenshot your pictures, sending them around. Look what he doing. You know, he fried, you know. But soon as they see that you upgraded, oh, she on her shit, she make more money, she got her own stuff, she got a drive, she got, you know, and she's a bigger influence on to my child or in a better position to show my child something. A lot of women can't handle that. You know, so and that's where you run into the issues at. You know, like but you know, you looking at me like what I say, I'm the top 15%. This ain't everybody. You know, some magical fairy dust got sprinkled over me because I done came from nothing. And I'm out here. And myself and my friends, we all got a grind, and our network and everything is so strong that we build each other up. So, you know, you can keep trying or whatever, but you're not gonna, as long as I'm grinding, I don't feel like you so far in the deficit, you're not gonna be fucking with me. So that's the issue. You know, it'll be bull crap. You know, I've had this woman find my ex in prison, go connect with him, go cash out him $1,000, meet him in South Carolina, North Carolina to have sex with him so she can send us a picture. That bitch is crazy. You know, you mad cause you out here happy for fucking a bum? Like, and then you sent it to us? He know the count. I know the count. You know, my dude didn't even know who he was because that's how irrelevant. He never seen a picture of him, nothing. You know, this not speak of. I threw the whole nigga away in 2016. So he when he showed me the picture, he was like, look.
Right.
And I looked, I was like, she played too much. And then I was like, wait a minute, let me see. I said, oh, that's my ex. I was like, what? You know, like we was hollering. Like, you know, like you fucked the bomb. Congratulations.
I got a feeling like I know who you speaking of.
No, you ain't talking about that. That's another crazy person. We got another one in common, a nut. But this is like real life, like right now. Like,
oh wow.
He said move out of town or be where there won't be baby mama or baby daddy problems. Yeah, we are. We're either finna relocate to Texas or Georgia anyway, but that's just because I'm chasing the bag. You know, I ain't running from no bitch because she can't beat me. You know, so but
okay,
you know,
with that uprooting, you also have to think about the child. Why would you want to uproot your whole child to another state just to avoid baby mama drama and baby daddy drama?
Well, when we speak about it, you know, my children are older. You know, they were in Jacksonville prior to this. So by the time they got up here, you know, there wasn't a lot of time. You know, they made a couple friends. Not really. They don't go outside. They video game heads and geeks or whatever. So if we picked up and moved, they go to school on the computer anyway. You know, like it's not like we're gonna make them start over and have to find new friends. They talk to their friends on Fortnite. Okay. You know, like I gotta cut the site to cut the Wi-Fi off at 10:30. Like, oh, it's just set the dice down. Good night. You know, right? But you know, and then we're military, so our children are used to. It take us a while to adjust before it. Yeah, I'm gone. We already, and he drive truck, so we're good. You know, that'll never be an issue, but it shouldn't have come to that, especially when, you know, and I don't think the little girl is sweet. That's what's crazy. You know, she'd be like iffy when she first get here because, you know, she be listening to the stuff her mama say, but she warm right up and she, you know, she right along. She's looking for my kid. It's just what it is. But, you know, sometimes you gotta, when you know you dealing with people like us, and you know that you will put your hands on somebody, or, you know, sometimes you got to take yourself out of that situation. And a lot of times, you know, I fight with myself because I got a lot to lose, you know, like this motherfucker that pressed fake charges on me and everything. They threw it out. You know, I done went to court for her twice, you know, little crazy stuff, you know, psycho. But, you know, that's just here or there. That's never here or there. But that baby mama shit, like, I just feel like A female not gonna take me out my hook. If I see somebody, and I don't really connect with somebody, I already know what I'm gonna do with you. Like if I meet you and you party, you have a good time, we can go. That's what it's gonna be. Like you might like me to where you want to marry me when you marry me, but that shit dead. Like, nah, we kicking it. Like we going to the club. You get in for free. Well, I'm going with you. You get a section. This what we do. Like that whole family shit. Nah, that's dead. You for fun. And I feel like that's what women mess up, because you gotta accept a relationship for what it is. If it's somebody that you just have fun with, you do that. If it's somebody, who the hell, just because y'all have fun, you gonna marry a fucking bum? I did it, so I can't say that. But yeah. But as we grow older and wiser, you gotta accept relationships, and a lot of us forcing stuff that we shouldn't. True. Mark can't speak. You see, he quiet because he been in his shit for 20 plus years. They balls deep in that. But us, baby mama, baby drama exists because the man didn't set boundaries with the baby mama. He didn't stop sliding, and he didn't give the baby mama the reality, her new life without her. Oh yeah, this one I can't. She done took him to coke too with fake videos, everything. Yeah, she trying to destroy us. But this one is I'm 41. Never in my life met somebody like her. Never. Ever. Okay. So I could speak to the other part. Like sometimes it ain't the nigga.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is. They be sliding though. They'll slip and slide.
What's up? You never know who it is in the situation.
Yeah. What'd you say? Why is my kids in here mocking me? Why we can't hear sincere?
I don't know.
I think we don't went over.
Can you hear? My bad.
You were saying what?
I was saying that I always put the onus on the man. Mm-hmm. And just like Lamar said, what I'm saying, like you need to be able to say, hey, look, don't, what I'm saying, we're not about to play these games. Mm-hmm. I'm not sliding back. I'm not up in here laying with you on a regular, none of that junk. You know what I'm saying? So you need to, you need to understand where I'm at. Like this is who, I'm gonna have around the baby or whatnot. Don't be coming with that foolishness. You hear me?
But that's the difference between a boy and a man.
Oh, talk to him.
Yeah. And then that's another thing is who you lay down and had kids with. Of course I like rough dudes or whatever, but never in my life would I lay down and procreate with one. My children's fathers are well-to-do military men up in rank, about their business. Somebody that, when we do these and we make these decisions out of lust instead of love and common sense, you end up hustling backwards, Mm-hmm. That lifestyle is cute from a distance or whatever, you might can play with it, but you gotta know when to go home. That's just like a lot of people go play in the hood and they don't eat with their shit.
You can't be playing them type of games. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So, and if you're doing this and we're trying to, make our community better, give our children better, you gotta watch who you procreate with. Them motherfuckers that think being in the hood, being a real nigga, the big homie, why would you want a kid with him? Why is you fighting with somebody with 5, 6, 7 baby mamas?
Yeah.
Why did you let him even slide you raw? That you got a kid. Like, we got questions. You lucky you got up with a kid. You should have got up with a package. I'm like, you got how many kids? Boy, fuck you. I just can't do it,
Hey, G-Man say, what about a regular relationship or a household? Are they dead?
What's a regular relationship?
I don't know. I don't know what a regular relationship is. We need you to clarify. We need you to clarify.
Yeah, you seen the inauguration. It was Chucks and Girls. What's the regular relationship?
Yeah. We need to know. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're just talking about a man with the you know what I'm saying? Just back to with the man being the head of the household and the woman okay, no kids. What I mean, now in these days it's just so hard. You know what I mean? Being realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna lie, my oldest son is 25 and he doesn't have any kids yet, which is great. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, so maintain that until you are ready. You know what I'm saying? To not just mentally, but emotionally and definitely financially. You know what I'm saying? Ready to have and you are much less likely to make a dangerous mistake
Shit.
up at that age than you would. Because I had my first one. I was 19, 20, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Got one kid and he's 45 and she 5. He waited.
yeah, facts.
Do it. If you gotta again watch who you procreate with.
Hey, but like I said, that situation is an anomaly.
You always say that.
Yeah, because he is. Hey, first of all, he was a unicorn for 40 years.
Yes.
He's
So
a
y'all
unicorn.
want me to let up off the unicorn because the baby mama crazy. He's still a goddamn unicorn. She better, she gonna have to she gonna either get in line or get ran the hell over. But I ain't letting up off of him.
I'm serious.
What's on neck? I'm not letting up off of him.
Hey, look. Hey, Chantel, I'm not gonna ask you your age, but are you over 25?
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like, G-Man, that's hard to find, fam. There ain't too many of them walking around like that. You know, over 25, good sense for one. You know what I'm saying? Got a good head on the shoulders doing, you know what I'm saying, big things as far as, you know what I mean, getting businesses and stuff like that off the ground and don't have any kids. It's not normal.
The reason why I don't have any kids is because that was just a choice that I chose to make with myself. Me being 35 years old, I'm still trying to accomplish some things, but I can't just have kids with anybody.
You 35?
Yeah.
I
just turned 35 last Saturday.
I ain't trying to be funny. You need to get pregnant quick.
Okay,
I'm gonna work on it in the
girl. Dropping the kid off.
I need you to go ahead and get at least. You need to get 2 out of there quick. Don't be 37.
No, I'm not gonna be 37. I'm gonna actually work on it and within a year. But the reason, like I said, I don't have kids is because I knew that the men that I was dealing with at the time, I don't want no fucking kids by you.
Okay, that's me. Like,
I barely see you deal with half of your own children.
Hey, it looked like G-Man shooting his shot.
You know, Uncle Kenny playing. He gonna shoot it.
Hey, I'm a dude.
If it's loaded, he gonna shoot it. He gonna shoot, boy.
And the only reason why I say that is because medically,
yes,
they consider that to be a geriatric pregnancy. Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know what I mean? Let's get them Jones taken care of, fam. I know you made a decision. That's a good decision. Look, G-Man got a whole crowd out this mother. He rooting them on and everything. You know what I'm saying? Hey, G-Man, I got the phone number, fam. If you want it, you know what I mean? No, I ain't gonna do All right, man. Hey, look, before we get out of here, Chantel, again, let them know what your business is and how they can get in contact with you if they want to.
Well, again, my name is Chantel. I have a home care agency called Comforting Hearts LLC. My phone number is 216-482-7963. You can call that number anytime, leave a voicemail, shoot a text message. Also, you can reach me on Instagram at Sue__Monroe. Shoot me a DM. I'm always reachable. You can reach me on pretty much anything.
G-Man, you heard that? You got all the information you need, fam.
You're about to get him blocked.
Okay.
He said he have enough children.
All right, it's all good. You got the shout out?
Rob wanted to show up talking about he just got in. You know, he was supposed to be the other person on the show. Whatever. However, you know, he was flying. He's in Orlando. We'll deal you in later. You missed a good segment, though. It was like a kickback one, though. Like, you know.
Kinfolk, as usual. You know what I mean? You got any shout outs, Shonda?
Yeah, I pretty much want to shout out the other business. Okay, of course, Sue__Monroe on Instagram. We have a girl named Chastity, like called Tailor Made, will be up featuring her. Another one named Carmen Hickman, you know, extraordinaire, building everything, doing big things.
Big things.
You know, hair care line. She's a wonderful travel agent. She's a military, a mom, MBA. She's doing her thing. And then we have, I don't want to call her out. You know, I don't like to post fake news, but we have a black lady that out of Louisiana. She does purses. And when I tell you, I looked at her because we want to spotlight her, and I'm actually gonna freaking her stuff and Snatched by Cupid. Those are some other top people that we're gonna be featuring. All ladies, we got to get some of you men in here. Definitely. You know, like, comment, share Black businesses. Let's collaborate, network, and blow up.
Indeed. Hey, and last but not least, you know, for those who own businesses, Black-owned businesses, again, here's the email on the screen. Shoot us an email. We need some more of those shout outs too. If y'all wanna send a couple of those to us too, we appreciate that. I want to give a shout out to Hugo Gray Photography. He is doing big things in the photography field out in LA. You can check him out at HugoGrayPhotography.com to get booked to do some work with him. He has been featured in several magazines, both in the States and abroad. So you're going to get real quality work from him. So definitely we may have him on and spotlight his business at one good point in time. So anything else that you guys want to get to us, send it to this email right here, or you could just DM us on Facebook or IG, and we'll definitely be willing and ready to work for you guys, man. Hey, everybody who was listening in, we appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening, and peace and grace to everybody. We'll holler.